Robinson's name might have blurred from the titles, yet the push-the-putter equity and answers in regards to her demise is continuous individuals from the Charlotte people group that Shanquella called home reported plans to mail letters to Mexican specialists encased in pink envelopes, and Quella's family, loaned by her father, has endorsed the move following a progression of frustrating updates from both the Mexican and the American specialists. We can't allow individuals to fail to remember this. We want to continue to discuss Shanquella, one ally told WVTV. Each time they see a pink envelope, they will realize that we're attempting to come down on them to execute the warrants, said another. So is the case taking such a long time? And what do we know up to this point? Stay close by to figure out. Unfamiliar on Saturday, February 18th, allies of Shanquella Robinson and her crushed family strolled from Little Stonegame Science Church to hand convey the composed requests. For refreshes in the continuous case, enough 25-year-old's name reverberated through the group as they each yelled "Knife fella." While setting letters into the mail drop box, Bernard Robinson, Shanquella's dad, told the media source he valued the motion. "I don't take no one's thoughtfulness for their shortcoming," he said altogether regarding 1080 burdens for dropped off 4 months have passed in Shanquella travel to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico for a getaway. With a gathering of 6 individuals she accepted to be her companions. Unfortunately, only one day in the wake of landing, she was found lethargic in their investment property. Her sidekicks guaranteed she experienced liquor harming. Yet a dissection decided she smudged an extreme spinal rope and neck injury, and reasonable kicked the bucket in no less than 15 minutes. Not long after her demise, a video surfaced of Shanquella, unclothed, as another female mercilessly gone after her. Daniel de la Rosa Ania, a nearby examiner for the Mexican territory of Baja California Sur, reported that a capture warrant had been given for a unidentified female. On November 23rd, the individual presently can't seem to be removed. And additionally, refreshes have not been pitched. This has emphatically impacted Bernard, who demands he needs equity for her girl. January 9th stamped what might have been the North Carolina local's 26th birthday celebration family, and those nearest to her accumulated for an inflatable delivery at her gravesite at Beata's Passage Commemoration Gardens. Shanquella's local area individuals, headed by Mario Dark, demands they will remain by Bernard and his family until equity is conveyed, paying little mind to what amount of time it will require for Dark. Says he trusts the pink letters will light somebody there to push somewhat more diligently to give Shanquella the equity. Its meaning is to place strain on Mexico, since they're not taking ownership of their obligation and executing the warrants of the Cabo 6 Dark. Promotions. About a month prior, the Mexican investigator testing the homicide of Shanquella asked the U.S. to help decide whether there were assistants in the wrongdoing, while the vitally suspect actually hasn't been removed. The California Sur principal legal officer, Daniel de la Rosa, and he had offered an intriguing public remark, saying during a question-and-answer session that there is no exemption in the Miss Serious case from Annetta's office is working with U.S. specialists to arrange interviews for everybody included. It is critical to get the court request concerning whoever is answerable for this. Yet additionally, assuming that there were any assistance, any resource. In November, the Mexican examiner told Bernard Robinson and his family that a capture warrant had been given to one of the suspects. Yet months after the fact, nothing appears to happen. The state of affairs is really clearly this case is completely explained. We even have a court request. There is a capture warrant gave for the wrongdoing of femicide to the hindrance of the person in question, and against a supposed culprit, a companion of hers, who is the immediate assailant. And he has said at the time, we are doing every one of the relevant methods, for example, the Interpol ready and the solicitation for removal to the U.S. of America. And he added, Ania further said the Mexican government would be cautioned in the event that the suspect entered the country, since his warrant declaration. Experts in the 2 nations have stayed hush about where the examination stands. Lawful specialists have made sense of that getting removals and charges against U.S. residents blamed for wrongdoings in Mexico can take time. Individuals need to comprehend that this won't be a fast cycle. Yolanda Trotman, a North Carolina criminal guard lawyer and previous adjudicator, told her sources the removal cycle takes some time. There must be a degree of persistence, I think, with individuals that need equity rapidly. And equity may not seem as though we're utilized to yet. It appears to be the casualties family is becoming annoyed as time passes. All I need is equity. Bernard Robinson, Shanquella's dad, said, I simply believe that the Mexican specialists, the consulate, should make the best choice, make it right, since they came around there on your dirt and did what they did and returned here at some point in December of the previous year. A gathering of almost 200 loved ones accumulated to mobilize on the side of the group of Shankly. Well, her dad talked about the second he originally saw his little girl in the burial service home. When I found in that coffin, and I saw the bunch, the cut on her lip, I know beyond all doubt that they caused a substantial damage to her. Bernard Robinson said at a convention about accepting his 25-year-old girl Shanquella's body at a memorial service home following her demise in late October under puzzling conditions. Daddy remained there weeping hysterically, Bernard describes.